for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
I'm going to be straight with you. Do you really think this team, as it's built right now, can win it all? The front office has its doubts, and a drastic decision just leaked involving a name nobody saw coming. The solution to our biggest flaw is in this video. Subscribe now so you're not left out of the most important conversation of the year. Aight, Yanks Nation, what's good? Welcome to Yankees Fan Central. I gotta be real with you. What's going on at shortstop is an absolute robbery, a straight up heist of our championship potential, and the New York Yankees master plan to fix it is finally coming into focus. With Anthony Volpe struggling big time, the question all over the Bronx is what we do next. Now, a perfect opportunity, one of those chances that you just don't get often, has popped up, and we're gonna break it all down because the timing is critical. Before we get into it, quick shout out. If you're part of that 72% of viewers who ain't subscribed yet here to Yankees Fan Central, do us a solid and hit that button. We're in the middle of a playoff push, fighting for that division title, and I'm dropping daily updates and breakdowns you don't want to miss. That said, let's get to it. The mission for this organization, the whole damn point, is clear as day. Get Aaron Judge a World Series ring, and that starts now this season. The Yankees are good, make no mistake. Fangraph says we got the best shot to win the whole thing of any team in the American League. The stats back us up as the top dogs, or at least the team with the clearest path. Over in the NL, it's still the Dodgers world, with the Brewers looking like a real threat, but our focus is right here in the BX. And here we got glaring problems. The biggest one answers to the name Anthony Volpe. Let me be blunt, he cannot be our starting shortstop much longer. I think all of us, the real bleacher creatures, can agree that the Volpe experiment has run its course. Long term is just not gonna cut it. The immediate talk is that Jose Caballero should take over for the rest of this season, and I'm 100% on board with that. Caballero has been nothing short of excellent for the Yanks, blowing past every expectation. He's proven he's more than just a speed threat for pinch running spots. He needs to be our everyday shortstop. Right now his batting average is north of 270, and his OPS is over 800 in the games he's worn the pinstripes. Those numbers matter big time. But Volpe's situation is just untenable. In his last 15 games, he's sporting a 143 batting average, a 422 OPS, and a 265 slugging percentage. The numbers are a train wreck. We've hit the point where you gotta ask, when do we move on? And that's where the master plan kicks in. A recent report from Sports Illustrated confirmed what we already knew. The Yankees have an infield problem, and his name is Anthony Volpe. Now the pinstripes are being directly linked to a big-time replacement coming from our biggest division rival, Toronto Blue Jays shortstop Bichette. Bichette, who's played his whole career up in Toronto, could hit free agency this offseason with a potential price tag up to $128 million. A team with deep pockets and mounting pressure to win now, like the Yankees, would be a perfect fit. And let's be clear, on paper, he is the missing piece. Volpe, in 487 at-bats, has a measly 101 hits. That's a 207 average. The power's there at 19 homers, nobody's denying that. But he can't make consistent contact. His OPS is 669. He's a below-average offensive player who, to make matters worse, has made the second most errors of any shortstop in the league, only behind Ellie De La Cruz. It's time to make a decision. The direction has to change. And a guy like Bichette, who's been incredible this season, would be the right call. Bichette would give us a true leadoff hitter, something we desperately need for next year and still lack this season. Trent Grisham's done a decent job holding it down, but Bichette is on another level. He gets on base, he runs the bases well, and he brings an immediate impact. This season, he's got 18 home runs with a 307 batting average. He's not some insane power hitter, but we don't need him to be. We need a contact hitter, and that's exactly what he does. His OPS is 830 with a 125 OPS plus and a 477 slugging. Bichette has been phenomenal for the Blue Jays, and bringing him to the Bronx on a 4 or 5 year deal would make a ton of sense. It would give our top prospect, George Lombard Jr., the time he needs to develop without being rushed. I'm not saying you make Lombard wait 5 years, not at all, but he's still super young and needs at least 2 or 3 years in the minors after being drafted. With Bichette, we could give Lombard more time. Maybe try him out at other infield spots like third or second. Hell, you could even move Bichette around if you had to, because he makes his share of errors too. Though he's nowhere near the top 10 in errors in the league, for right now, like I said, Jose Caballero's been holding his own with a 270 average, 2 homers, and an 864 OPS. I love what we're seeing from Cabby, but he doesn't feel like the long-term answer, not even the 2 to 3 year bridge player until Lombard is ready. I think the Yankees' plan for Caballero is to keep him as that versatile bench piece, a utility guy, which fits his skill set perfectly. Sports Illustrated laid it out plain with Volpe. He's a controversial figure. He's made 18 errors, second only to Ellie De La Cruz's 22. Offensively, his slash line is 207, 271, 398, the worst numbers of his 3-year career. Fans and analysts have been calling for him to be sent down all season, but manager Aaron Boone seems dead set against it. Boone keeps insisting Volpe's 19 homers are enough to keep him in the Bronx Bombers lineup and that his defensive issues are just a small bump in the road. Well, the second most errors in the league ain't a small bump, it's a damn pothole. You look at the free agent market for the position and the situation is clear. It's Bichette or bust. You could go after a guy like Willie Adames who'd be a solid bridge player. Luis Rengifo is another option, but I don't see him as a full-time shortstop. Other than that, there ain't a ton of great names out there. Trevor Story's probably not opting out of his deal. He hasn't played well enough to justify it, especially with the Red Sox focused on signing Alex Bregman. So the choice is simple, Bo Bichette. The Yanks had interest in Story back in the day before he signed with Boston, and he's having a good year this season with 23 homers and a 259 average. He'd be an interesting defensively superior add over Volpe, but he's likely not available. If we're going to market for a shortstop, the name is Bichette. That's the breakdown. The future of the most critical spot in the infield is on the line, and a massive decision is coming. What do you guys think? Should we break the bank for Bo Bichette? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to Yankees Fan Central, and hit those notifications. For more news and analysis straight from the heart of the Bronx, stay locked in.